Recently, my car broke down at 237,000 miles. Now, normally you would think this is a bad thing, but for me, I found this as an opportunity to build my car for 500 horsepower. Now, not only is this going to be my first engine build, but also my first time actually working on my car for realsies this time. But this is exactly why I started this channel, because I knew that I would be tackling projects such as this. But I didn't expect an engine rebuild to be so soon. But first, I need to take apart this engine so I can see what's broken and rebuild it.
So I got the AC fan out, the radiator out, air intake out. Now I'm going to take off the two front wheels. Wish me luck. Bruh, sketchy. All right, back on the ground. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Holy cow, dude. It might be slow, but we're making progress. We got the wheels off. Now I just got to take off everything behind the wheels, like I said I was going to.
Now the reason I'm removing my entire front suspension is partially because I want to replace all of it with new parts, and because I want to drop the engine, not pull the engine. And if I want to drop the engine, all of those parts would be in the way anyway, so it just makes it more convenient. The way the engine fits in the engine bay is just awkward enough if you want to pull the transmission with it that you'd have to angle it. It's just easier to drop it.
There you go. There. Pop loose. Yeah. Just to update you, we got both knuckles out. As you can see, knuckle out, CV axles out right here. Boom. Needs to still get that other tie rod out. Getting close to dropping the engine. I just need to do the shift linkage, the harness, and it should drop.
Now, while my dad and I pull this engine, let me tell you about the game plan. I promise this isn't a Ryan Trahan deepfake. I want this car driving by the summer. The reason I want this car up and running again so badly, its top performing shape, is because the summer is coming. And I want to make this the ultimate summer car. But before that even happens, we need to figure out what went wrong with this engine to see if it's savable.
The engine is out, but I'm not sure what condition it's in. One thing to look for is to check the VTEC solenoid. There's a little oil screen in there, and it will show if there's any metal to see if it's damaged. Let's take it off. Look at this VTEC solenoid. It is actually super clean. I don't know if you can see in there.
Well, everything looks good so far. It's time to check the timing belt.
I don't know what else it's connected to. I don't know, but there's a lot of crap in here. Just look at this. Like, that's not okay.
Yes, Ben, that's a big problem. That piece of rubber you see in there is the timing belt. My timing belt decided to explode inside of itself. See, I thought if it was broken, it would be in half, but actually it just stripped itself entirely, causing this soup inside of the timing cover. But first, let me explain what a timing belt actually does and why it could be catastrophic to my build. A timing belt is like a jump rope that keeps everything in the engine moving at the right time. It connects the top of the engine where the air and fuel go in to the bottom where the power is made. If it breaks or skips, everything gets out of sync. Like if one kid stopped jumping while the other kept swinging the rope, it could have caused a lot of damage before the engine actually stopped. Now it's time to take off the head and see if the valves or pistons are damaged. If anything is damaged, it might mean I have to source an entirely new engine, which can take a lot of time and a lot of money, which I don't really have, especially if I want to get this done by summer. But one way you can make it for sure that I get this project done in time is if you subscribe and like the video, and also check my support links below. I appreciate you guys, and let's see what's under the head.
I don't see any piston damage. Take a look-see. Seems to be okay.
Now, after taking a look at the valves and pistons, in my non-professional opinion, everything looks good. So I'm going to use this block, use this head, and continue to make 500 horsepower with this build to make the ultimate street car before the summer starts. Now, all that's left to do is to take it fully apart and get it cleaned up.
First things first, clean this up so I can actually take it home with me. Because as you can see, it's still really filthy. Wait, get some close-ups of this right here. Oh, this is disgusting.
In the beginning of this video, I was feeling really optimistic about this build, but the farther along I get into this project, the more I realize how difficult it really is going to be. I only have a couple months before I have to have this finished, and it's now just really starting to dawn on me that that is reality, and that time is really not on my side.
I'm gonna keep scrubbing this. When I come back, this is gonna be super shiny, so. Wow, what a transition. Okay, so as you can see, it's a lot cleaner than it was, but now I need to actually flip it over, tear it apart, and get this thing ready for the shop. Let's do it. Woo. Oil pan. The verdict is...
You gonna make it, Doc?
Verdict is I have to take this apart and I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, these smell. Do you smell that?
Yeah, they stink.
So I just have to take off this oil pump. Oops. Oh yeah. Woo. Oh no.
It seems like the oil pump is rusted to the crank, which is really not good because this part is the main part I need from this block, and I hope I can just polish it up and put it back in, if I can even take it off.
Nice, got a bunch of crap on it. That's okay. Shot of this coming off. Oh. All right. Let's take a look. These actually look, as far as my professional opinion, this looks good. This part right here, yeah, the crankshaft. The crank is literally worth like $400 on its own, or like $300 just to find a good one, or even just a good used one. So I'm really glad that it's not broken, at least as far as I can tell. A little knock in here. Well, that's how to do it.
This car has been a dream project for me for years. If I miss this deadline, it's gonna be a lot more than just a failed build. It'll feel like I let myself down. If you've never seen me before, my name is Benzie. If you got to this point, leave a comment to let me know. Make sure to subscribe so you can see my future videos. Now it's time to actually build this motor.